Hello, girls. It's finally time. I really should have probably done this last night or the night before. I didn't. Usually, I give everybody a few days to kind of get into the event and get settled. But there were so many of you that showed up so fast. So, you girls must hate your bras as much as I used to, and as much as your hostesses used to. So, I'm super excited to tell you girls all about Ruby Ribbon, how amazing it is, how I found it. I was so skeptical, you guys. I can't tell you. I just thought there's no way something like this can work for me. But I have been loving it for over 2 years now. Loving it so much that I decided to make a business of it. So I'm a full-time stylist. I do this. This is my only job. I used to be an optician, which was that girl you sat down with, or guy, after you saw the optometrist and I helped you pick your glasses, and that was fun. This is much funner. Helping women ditch their bras is literally, didn't think it would be, but it's the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. So I'm excited to help you girls. I'm really looking forward to getting to know some of you better because it's personal, learning about people's Brahma and all that kind of stuff, right? It's not something you talk about all the time, maybe with your girlfriends, but I am excited to help you girls. So excuse me while I'm cross-eyed, I'm just making sure that everyone gets an invite to this live video. If you can't watch it now, no problem. I will upload the replay when I'm done here, and that way you can watch it in your own time. But tell me in the comments, and I apologize, I might not be able to see the comments right away, but tell me in the comments, what is your most annoying thing about your bra? Like, what is it that you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this anymore? For me, I was actually in a party just like this one almost a little over 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and I saw this girl. She was talking about how she hated her bras and all this stuff, and I just thought, maybe I'll check this out later. And then, like a couple days later, after I got invited, I was wearing my favorite bra, like the bra that I went to the store after I got it. I got one, and I went to the store after I got it, and it was discontinued. Yeah, that bra. And the underwire started coming out on the side. Like, it started coming out and poking me. And I just kept pushing it in, and I was thinking, this is going to get better. It's going to go away. Well, it didn't. And because my favorite bra had been discontinued, couldn't find it anymore. So that was fun. And so tell me in the comments, what is like your biggest gripe? Like, what is the thing that you're just like, I can't take this anymore. I freaking hate my bra, and this is why. Bulging is a really common one that I've heard. Side boob. Who else hit 40 and then all of a sudden they had boobs in different places other than their chest? I have back boobs. I have side boobs. I have under boobs. I have boobs everywhere. Like, it's ridiculous. So anyway, I had found that favorite bra. It was poking me, and I decided I would come check it out. I was like, okay, I'll come look at this party and see what this girl's talking about. Well, I watched a live just like this one, and I started looking at the posts. I was like, wait, these actually look legit. Like, these, I think I'm going to try one. So I got 2 camis and a demi, and I'll explain what a demi is in a second. Obviously, you probably know what a cami is, but I got 2 camis and a demi. I put them on, and I was like, this is it. This is it. So then I started looking at the company and doing some research. It's owned by women. It's created by women. It's run by women. And they know all the things that we struggle with. And I was like, this is finally, I feel like, a company that understands us as women, and that the little things that men don't understand, they just don't. So I jumped in, I did it, and I have not looked back. Like, it has been the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life, probably besides getting married and having kids. So I'm gonna tell you girls all about it, and I'm gonna go over each cami style, because here's probably the most important thing to know. We all have different bodies, so there is not gonna be one cami that fits every woman, and that's why there are so many styles. But the really important thing you need to know is you've got to measure, and I'll show you really quickly how to measure and how to do it if you don't have a soft tape measure. So usually you've got one of these. If you've got a sewing kit, you probably got a soft tape measure, but if you don't have one, that's okay. I'll show you an alternative in how to measure. So you're going to wrap a soft tape measure. Let me take my cardigan off. You're going to wrap a soft tape measure around 3 places on your body. And then you're going to go into this form, and here, let me go ahead and put it in the comments really quick. You're going to go into this form that I've created. It's just a Google form. Only I see don't worry, no one else is going to see your measurements. It's not scary. It's just me, your boob whisperer. And you're going to take these, you're going to put these measurements into that form that I just put in the comments, along with some other clues that kind of give me ideas about how you like things to fit. Because some of us want a real nice, firm hug. Not me. I don't want a firm hug. I like a gentle hug with just some smoothing, but I want nice lift because I'm 41 and my kids ruined my body. So I want to be slimmed, but I don't want to be squeezed like a sausage. We don't really have camis that squeeze like a sausage, but we do have some that are a little more firming than others, especially if you have conditions like swelling, maybe lymphedema, fibromyalgia, or things like that. So you could be on one end of the spectrum and want like a nice firm hug because you want to keep your swelling under control. You could be on the other end of the spectrum and be like, no, I have sensory issues. I don't want anything too tight. So that's good for me to know. So I ask all those questions. So just don't think about it too much. Just answer honestly. So you're going to wrap your tape measure around your band. So your band is just like this part right under, against your ribcage, right under your breast. Try to make sure, and you can have someone else help you measure if you want, that it's level with the ground and then it's not like sagging or up too high in the back. So you want it nice and level, and then get that measurement. So mine's 37, and then measure around the fullest part of your bust. Now, don't worry too much about this number. I mean, I want it to be as accurate as possible, but the band is definitely the most important measurement. And but the cool thing is these camis will stretch to fit any cup size up to a double P cup. I know, I didn't know that was cup size before I started doing this, but it is. So don't worry too much about this measurement. You can be 2 or 3 inches off and it's totally fine, but try to get a really accurate band measurement. But the fullest part of your girls with a bra on, so put a bra on, not too padded, but put a bra on and measure across the fullest part right here. So I'm about 44. So that makes me like a 38 double D, 38 triple D, like somewhere in there. I also swell a lot. So sometimes I'll be a triple D and sometimes I'm a G. Just really depends. I have cystic fibrosis breast condition, so my breasts swell a lot throughout the month. So I'm a different cup size depending on the day. That's fun when you're trying to do it with a bra, right? Okay, and then measure your hips. Now you're probably thinking, why do I need to give you my hip measurement? There are different cami styles, and I'll go over some of them in a minute. But the different cami styles have different amounts of room in the hips. They have some are made for women who aren't really hippie. Some are made for pear-shaped women, hourglass shapes. They all have like a little bit of variances in the hip room and things like that. So I don't want to give you something that's too big in the hips. I want it to fit nicely against your hips, but I don't want it to be too small in the hips. And then you don't want it like digging in. You want it to be like just right. So that's why we want the hip measurement. The other thing that you'll give me some clues on is your torso length. So you can have a short torso, and you can be 6 feet tall and still have a short torso. So your height has very little to do with your torso length. So the way you kind of know if you have a short or long or average torso is if you put 2 hands on top of each other, starting right there at that band. If your belly button is covered by your first or second hand, that's a short torso. If your belly button is kind of like right down here, right below it, which that's where mine is, that's average. And if it's anywhere past that, you have a long torso. So that's a really good indicator. And again, there are camis that are different lengths. So we want to get you in the right length cami, so it's not coming down too far. It's not coming up, it's not hitting up here above your hips. We want it just right. So that's super important. Okay, so I'm going to go over, if you don't have a soft tape measure, here's some tricks. Get a phone charging cord, a string, anything you can wrap it around those same spots, and then just mark it where it's at. And then take a stick ruler, go through your husband's toolbox, grab a tape, those, I don't know what they're called, contractor's tape measure or something like that. Use one of those. A dollar bill is exactly 6 inches long. Figure out the length from there. So trust me, it's worth it. You want to measure. I know some leaders are like, this is my bra size. And I'm like, 80% of women are wearing the wrong size bra. And do you know why? It's not your fault. So when I was wearing bras, so I'm like 37 means I should be in a 38 triple D. I was wearing a 40 D. I was going up in the band and down in the cups because bras are uncomfortable and they're horrible and they hurt. So a lot of times we'll go up in the band and down the cups to make up for that so that we don't feel like we're being strangled. Okay, so let's go over some of the cami styles just so you kind of know. And don't worry too much about knowing everything about every cami, because that's my job as your stylist, is to put you into the right cami based on your measurements and your answers and like what it is that you want. So this is the first one. Well, I should probably talk about the one I'm wearing. The Pinup cami. This is the one you girls picked for the, you guys voted on this. So the Pinup cami, I'll show you one off my body. The Pinup cami is a level 4. There are 5 levels of compression. Level 4 is definitely the most popular. It's the one we want. It gives us the lift we want. It gives us just a nice light tummy slimming, not too much, but just enough to where we feel smoothed out and tucked in and just like a little better version of ourselves, really is what it is. So this is one off the body, and I know this looks funny, this part right here. It's called a molded cup, and I think they should call it something else. Molded cup to me means like a bra. Like a bra is a static shape. It's just like here's the size of your boob, here's the shape of your boob. Good luck fitting into it. Because look, we have fat here on the sides. I mean, I do. I don't know if you do, but I've got fat here, I've got fat here. And so that cup, you know, for the bra, what a bra does, it just says like here, and here's the underwire. Boo, you know, good luck with that. And it's poking it, all of that. This doesn't do that. This will mold to shape to you. So if you have side boob, if you have like whatever, well, it's going to smooth your back out. So if you've got like just, I guess, not what they think your boob is supposed to be shaped like, because all of us have different breast shapes. Like some are like a teardrop, like that's how mine are. Like mine are really small up here at the top, and then it's like a big bulbous thing at the bottom. And some of us are perkier than others, and some of us are more rounded, and some of us are long and skinny, and there's all different shapes. But a bra doesn't really take that into account, that we're all different shapes. So this does, and this will mold to fit you. Underneath here in the levels 3 and up, so 3, 4, 5, there's a compression sling, and you can't really see it on this one. I think you can see it on a lighter color. I'll show you. It's a compression sling that does what an underwire does, and most of the time even better. So right here, you can kind of see the outline of that compression sling. So this part here is real stretchy. It'll stretch to any cup size, and then this part here holds you up, pulls you together, but not in a static way. Like it kind of flexes with you and moves and like just allows you to be free again. So you're not like in a cage, basically a boob cage. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the pinup cami details just a little bit more so you can kind of see the differences. So most of our camis can be crisscrossed in the back. So you can undo these straps and then crisscross them if you want extra lift, or maybe you have a shirt that you want the straps to be like that or whatever. Not all of them, but most. They all have that compression sling in levels 3 through 5. They all have those molded cups that give you that really nice shape and that really good lift. And then some of them have lace. Okay, here's my thing with lace. I love lace. I think it's beautiful, but it's itchy. It's super itchy, and I have really sensitive skin. So they think of everything, because it's a company by women, that's run by women, and we stylists, we get input on what they make. We tell no, I don't want to do that. We want to do this because this is what our clients want. They put a soft backing on all of their lace to make sure it doesn't touch your skin. Because we're women and we think of that stuff because we know what it's like. And the lace is also, it's not like really bumpy. Like if I put a shirt over this, you don't see like all these bumps, and it doesn't make you look like you have 20 nipples. You know what I mean? There's no lace over the cups, and anything Ruby Ribbon does, because to us that just doesn't make sense. Why would you want lace over this part? You want it to be smooth. But even this lace up here doesn't show through or anything. It's beautiful. This one also has a lace band at the bottom. Again, this lace doesn't touch your skin. There's actually, it's called a silicone gripper, and it's medical grade silicone, so it's like latex free. But this gripper lays against your skin, and silicone is designed to stick to your skin. So that's what keeps it in place, and it doesn't roll up all day. It's fantastic. So that was a big issue I had with any kind of like Spanx or shapewear. If I didn't get the kind that snapped in the crotch, which by the way is horrible, it would dig in to the insides of my thighs, it would roll up. This doesn't do that. It stays in place all day long. It goes right, so it actually goes under your panties. I hope you can see that. And it goes right here against your skin. So you can see the lace band on this one is right there against my skin. I can move, I can flex, I can do whatever I want all day long. Don't have to worry about it budging. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Okay, so pinup cami is for like short to average torsos. If you have a long torso, it's probably not going to be one that I recommend for you. And then here is our most popular style. And this one's called the lace cami. So this is a bestseller because it works for pretty much all torso lengths. Sometimes if someone has a really short torso, I won't put them in this, but it has a longer length. So it works for average to long torsos. It has that little lace, but doesn't touch your skin. It has a soft backing on the back of it. It also can be crisscrossed in the back. It comes in so many colors, which by the way, girls, if you see a color like a something besides like nude or black, or espresso or white that you have to have. Like if you're looking at this and saying that cottage blue is beautiful, yes, I know, I need it, grab it, because it won't come back. They do seasonal colors. They release like 3 or 4 every month, and they don't bring them back. It's just a one-time thing, which is awesome. But if you see one, don't hesitate, grab it, because it sells out fast. Okay, so the lace cami, again, longer length, great bust support. It's a level 4, just like the one I'm wearing. It's so comfortable. I like this one. It does come up a little higher in the back. So if you have like underarm fat like I do, I like that this one comes up and comfortably covers it and smooths it all out. The lace cami is definitely one of my favorites. Not my absolute favorite, this is, but it's one of my favorites. I do love the lace cami. Okay, and this one is for you girls with a short torso. So it'll also, if you have an average torso, it's probably going to be fine. But this one's the original cami. So I apologize, this one does not come in this color anymore. I know what you're thinking, because I'm a sucker for cheetah and leopard. It will come back. We've been begging them to bring it back, but again, it was a seasonal thing, and so I had to grab it while they had it. So the original, great bust support, more of a scoop neckline, and some of the things that are different, besides it being a little bit shorter in length, is it has a padded strap. So very little adjustment in the strap area, and it does not crisscross. So you can see there's very, very small amount, like that's it. That's as far as it adjusts. These other ones that I just showed you have lots of room in the straps for adjustment. So this one can be, got it backwards here. This one can be pulled all the way out. If you have a long distance between here and like the bottom of your breast, you can really pull it out. So there. And the lace one as well. That one also has a lot of strap adjustment, but the original just is not. It's made for short girls with short torsos and just kind of just short all over. And then this one is the ultimate cami. This is not one of my personal favorites, but my clients who have really heavy, dense breasts, like I'm talking about G cups, H cups, I cups, the ultimate is absolutely what I recommend for them. This one cannot be crisscrossed in the back, but trust me, if you need extra lift, you're not going to need to crisscross the straps. It does have lots of adjustment in the straps though, so it's actually all the way tight right now. So lots and lots of adjustment. It has a shelf bra inside, and that's what gives it that super duper lift at the top. So this is considered a level 5. This is our highest lift as far as in the breast. The bottom part here does have a little extra tummy hug, but again, it's so comfortable. Unless you have like major sensory issues, like with things even just touching your skin, you're gonna love the way it feels. It just smooths you out, pulls you all together, all that good stuff. And then the last essential cami, meaning the ones that sell the best and they've been around forever, is the Athena. And I have it in this beautiful turquoise color, which there's a few of this left, but it is a level 4, great bust support, and it's kind of made for our smaller cup gals. So the A to C cups, if you're bigger busted, you can absolutely do it, but it starts off with less room in the cups, and so it's definitely like for you smaller cup gals, but you still want that lift, you still need it. So this one is longer in length, has lots of strap adjustment, and can be crisscrossed in the back, so it does have comfortable straps. Which, by the way, let me show you something really quick. Okay, so you might be like, look at that. It looks like it's digging in. Nope, that's just my permanent dents from wearing bras since I was little. But I wanted to show you the lift. So if you're thinking like, oh, I need to tighten the straps all the way up because I have like really big, heavy, saggy boobs, not the case. The lift comes from underneath that compression sling and from the back support. So I've got this all the way slack, and it's the same. None of the lift comes from the shoulders. It's all from underneath and the back. So that means you get better back support. You just feel better. All that pressure is taken off your shoulders. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It's fantastic. Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you. Well, a couple more. The second skin. Okay. Second Skin was originally, it came out like maybe 3 years ago, just before I signed up to be a stylist. And it was intended for like teens and tweens, small cup gals, like those A to B cups that don't need a lot of lift. But I wear this all the time. I sleep in it. And if I'm not leaving the house, I'm wearing this all the time. So it doesn't have any slimming. There's no compression panels. There's nothing going on in the tummy that's like smoothing you out or anything. It's just like a really ultra soft, oh my gosh, I have it backward or inside out. It's just really, really soft and comfortable. So if you're a smaller cup gal, this will probably work really well for you. Or if you're young and you haven't had kids tear up your body yet, this will work for you. Or if you are just looking for something super, super soft and comfortable that you want to wear, like this is Walmart worthy. Like if I'm just going to Walmart and I'm basically one step up from pajamas with my wardrobe, I'll wear this because I don't feel like I'm not impressing anybody at Walmart. Come on. Nobody. So this is important to know as well. If you're looking at the camis and you're like, I don't need tummy slimming, I've got abs, I don't need any of that, then every cami has a little sister demi. So the demi is exactly the same at the top, exactly the same at the upper back. It still smooths out all those lumps and bumps that you normally get from bras, and it just stops right here at the band. Now, I personally love my camis. It's almost all I wear, exclusively camis, every single day. Every once in a while, I feel like it's a demi day, and I'll pop one on, and then the next day I'll go back to my cami because I just love the slimming, and like I have tons of back fat right here. I need that slimming. I need that support. But demis are wonderful for ladies who have maybe extreme sensory issues in their midsection, and they just don't want anything. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but what about in the summer? It's going to get hot, and I'm going to be sweating. They're moisture wicking. All of them, the camis and the demis, they're moisture wicking. So no more rashes under your breasts, no more nasty feeling, like all of that kind of stuff. It's not going to make you hot. It actually pulls the heat and moisture off your body while you're wearing it. I told you they thought of everything. It's amazing. Okay, and one more last style, really quickly. This is a limited edition cami. So this is not the essentials like I talked about just now. This one is only out for a limited time. I'm praying that they bring it back because honestly, I love it so much. But for now, they are not bringing it back. So this is called the Everyday Shape Cami, and I actually posted a picture of myself in it the other day, and a sister stylist, Kim, she loves it too. So this has, I would say the support is not as much as I get from this, but it's pretty close. So not nearly as much of that compression sling kind of kicks in and does the lifting, but it does a pretty good job. No slimming in the tummy. So it's kind of like one of the level 4 camis and the Second Skin that I wear to bed kind of got together and had a baby. And so it's like Second Skin down here and then good lift up here. So this will definitely lift you as well as your bra. So, but it's just not that super duper like put together like lift or whatever, but I do love it and I hope they keep it around. So this is a level 3. Right now it's only available in this pink blush color, which is kind of looking not pink on here, but it is, it's pink. I don't know why it's showing up kind of weird on camera. Okay, so I think that's everything. If you have questions, reach out. I am always here to help you. I am not that pushy person. Like, I'm just gonna help you. You decide if it's right for you. But I'm telling you girls, if you decide to try this, you will fall in love just like I have. And you will be so happy you don't have to wear a bra anymore. So I will mention really quick, I am wearing Ruby Ribbon jean leggings, which it took me a long time to try because I was like, leggings by a company that makes bra replacements, what? But these are fantastic. And there are several colors available in these jean leggings. They are ultra stretchy. They basically look like real skinny jeans. I'll just show you. But they feel like pajamas. They have real pockets. They have actual pockets, which I love because a lot of companies make fake pockets, which makes me mad. But check out the leggings. There's also swimwear, which dang it, I forgot to bring in here. There's swimwear that does the same thing the camis do. It slims out your tummy. It has ruching on the tummy to hide all our imperfections. I mean, they just think of things because we're women and we know what we want. We want to be comfortable and we want to look good. That's it. Kids, is that so much to ask for? So Ruby Ribbon has done it. They're going to make you look good. They're going to make you feel comfortable all day long. You will forget you have this on. I promise you. All right, girls, reach out if you have any questions at all. Thanks for watching. Put a hashtag replay below if you watch the replay. Have a good night.